So Beth, picking up from what we discussed in the pod, I wanted to touch on your journey to get to where you are right now has been a long slog, and not without drama along the way and frustrations and everything else that comes with what you've had to do to make sure you've been as patient as possible to stick with it and end up becoming this world triathlete. On that journey, what have been the sort of most valuable lessons that you've learned about yourself, about the environment in which you live and breathe these days?
I think I've realised that I'm not good at giving things up and I'm not good at quitting things. So that's part of the reason that I think I've got to where I've got to, because I just cannot give anything up. Like I have to find a way, basically. I have to find a way to get better on the bike. I have to find a way to make front pack in the swim. And that's what I've really, really worked at over the last couple of years.
And is that just about putting hours in?
No, it's not. Well, yes, it is. It's about putting hours in, but it's about, I had to take hours away from somewhere else. Obviously running is my strong point. So I had to drop some hours from there and drop a couple of sessions from the run side of things and just suck it up and do more hours on the bike and ride with cyclists and go out and get the work done when the rain is pouring down and the wind is blowing. And just get the work done, but doing it in the right environment with people that can help me and that I can pick up really good habits from. And that was definitely something that was way out of my comfort zone. And I think, that's another tip. You've got to be stretched. You've got to be, uncomfortable to move forward. And I am constantly put in uncomfortable situations by the boys that I train with and the girls that I train with. And, that I'm constantly uncomfortable, and that's what helps me improve.
I guess that's where the marginal gains come from, hey, because it must be really easy and the easiest option to sort of go, oh, well, I really like doing the running bit, so I'll just concentrate on more of that and I'll just hope that sees me through without actually prioritizing the things you really need to step up at.
Yeah, exactly. And, Alistair told me that if, I don't need to run any quicker. I run fast enough. I run more than fast enough. I need to be able to run that speed off the bike. So how am I going to get stronger? By doing, by being more specific and doing the harder stuff on the bike. So I did find it difficult at the start to kind of move away from what I knew. I found that hard. And in the end, I just was like, right, just commit to this for 6 months, try it, see what happens. And I saw results instantly. So we've kept it in. We were always thinking about going back to the two run sessions a week, but we haven't. We're still with the one.
See that Alistair Brownlee knows what he's talking about, doesn't he? I mean, what's it like to train amongst those guys? What's it like to train amongst the Brownlee brothers? And actually, you've got such strength and depth in terms of Team GB triathletes. So, I mean, it must be really exciting and also challenging and competitive. Does it get super competitive amongst you guys?
I wouldn't say it gets competitive. I know I do a lot of training with boys, so I mean they might get competitive with me, but I enjoy it because there's I don't race them, so there's no competition there for me. They're there to push me, and I like being pushed in that way. That's great, but it's not competitive. It's a really nice atmosphere actually. It's it's actually really chill in there. I think training with men is great because I can get so much benefit, and I get pushed all the time. And you got to be down for a bit of banter as well. You got to be the butt of everyone's joke. So that's fine, and I usually am because I often like to wear fake tan, and I'm often the butt of all their jokes. So, but I love it. It's great. It's great fun.
What's the best banter from the Brownlee brothers? What's the best piece of advice they've given you? Because they must have buckets of it.
Yeah, I think I've had some nice messages from Johnny before I go out and race, because as I've said, I don't always believe in myself, and I had a really nice message last year going into Abu Dhabi. I'd never won a World Series. It was I felt like I could at this point, but I had never done it. And I got a really nice message saying, you're going to win, just believe in yourself, you've done the training, you're the best person on that start list. Those sort of things just stick with me, and yeah, it's nice to know that they believe in me, and yeah, that definitely helps on race day.
Final question. What's the hardest part of all 3 disciplines? What's the trickiest bit of a triathlon?
Trickiest for me, drinking enough on the bike. I find that really hard to remember to do that. Yeah, it's like damage limitation before I get off the bike, and very dehydrated. So yeah, remembering to drink enough on the bike. But I think probably physically, I just hate that first bit of the swim, as do many people. It's just that I just hate it. It's a washing machine, and it's better now that I'm ranked higher, but it just arms and legs everywhere, water everywhere. Yeah, it's horrible.
It sounds heinous. It sounds heinous. And what you talk about physically, the worst part, what's the most challenging part mentally of a triathlon?
Probably that last little bit where you're locked in with someone and you're thinking, how are you going to break this person? And I think it's just about reminding yourself, like, what would the psychologist say? Stay calm and believe in yourself.
Stay calm and carry on. Stay calm and keep going. You said that in the nicest way. How can I break this person? You said it in such a nice fashion. It's probably the nicest way you'll ever hear that phrase.
Was that nice?
Yeah, it was the way you said it was really, really nice. How can I break this person? With inner steel meaning.
Yeah, how am I gonna win? But yeah, I think yeah.
Beth, thank you so much. It's been brilliant. Good luck this summer. We're rooting for you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.